Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Now, as we all know, new Pokemon Snap has just come out and it's been pretty well received in the grand scheme of things. The game looks incredible and a lot of people have had a lot of good things to say about it. But today, I'm going to be going over my personal opinion of a new Pokemon game. So if you're excited for it, make sure to drop a like down below as always. 500 likes is the target, it really helps out. Leave a comment, what do you think about new Pokemon Snap? Are you thinking of getting it, or is it still something that you're not really too sure about? And subscribe if you're brand new, we do daily Pokemon content on this channel. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, what I thought I would do is go over all the positives of the game and then all of the negatives to just try and balance out the game and then give my overall score rating at the end of the video. So, as we all know, new Pokemon Snap is gorgeous. It looks absolutely incredible, way better than anyone could have ever imagined. A lot of people have been waiting for this game for a long time, over 20 years, and it did not disappoint. As I say, the graphics are absolutely ridiculous, and obviously a lot of people are going to be there saying why Sword and Shield couldn't have looked like this, or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl couldn't look like this, but at the same time, they are mainline series games. There's a lot to do in those, and in new Pokemon Snap, there isn't a bunch of story to do, so they can do more for the graphics and make the Pokemon look even better. But for me, one of the biggest positives are, of course, the graphics. Like I say, the game looks ridiculous. I cannot express how nice some of the Pokemon look. And in some of the situations as well, they even have like the little scales and stuff. Like I think on Love Disc and Arbok and Pokemon like that, that you can literally see the scales. They've gone into that much detail for some of the specific Pokemon. Not to mention all the different actions and stuff that they do and all of the different scenarios you can create. Honestly, just ridiculously good looking game. The next positive that I wanted to go over for new Pokemon Snap is that it is a lot longer than I thought it was originally going to be. The main story alone I think is like 8 to 12 hours depending on obviously how many points you get and stuff and how quickly you get through the game. But as well as that, obviously there's all the research tasks and stuff, there's the photo decks to complete. This game is a really long one if you do want 100% it, and that's not even going into the fact that you got to get 1, 2, 3 and 4 star ratings on all of the different Pokemon. I think there's like over 200 odd Pokemon in this game, so to take 4 photos of each Pokemon, it's such a long game, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, you are definitely going to get your game time, your money's worth up out of this game if you do go for the 100%. So can't obviously fault how long that this game is. They've done a really good job of just making it replayable and everything like that. Coming up next as another positive point about the new Pokemon game are the Illumina bosses, something that I wasn't really expecting. Obviously we'd been told about these Pokemon, but I thought they were just going to be hidden among different levels and stuff, but to actually have like a boss Illumina level that you had to go and take a photo of, like Mew in the original game, was a really nice surprise. Really cool Pokemon as well that they chose, like obviously you got Meganium, you got Milotic, Wishy-Washy was there, Volcarona, and then obviously Xerneas as well, and Steelix. A lot of really random Pokemon that got a lot of cool spotlight and time, and I really enjoyed those boss levels, seeing which Pokemon was going to be the boss, and then obviously trying to get it out of its like hole or try and get it out of the water or whatever, to obviously take a picture of it and get the most points as possible. But I really enjoyed that aspect of the game, and I'm really glad that they did that, and yeah, cannot fault the idea behind that at all. Coming up next is another positive for new Pokemon Snap is just the number of Pokemon. I think it's like 230 something Pokemon are in this game, which is kind of mad because obviously the graphics are as good as they are, as we've already spoken about, but then to obviously animate all of these Pokemon doing different things in different scenarios and all of that, really good to say how many Pokemon there are actually in the game. Obviously a lot of people's favorite Pokemon just didn't make the cut. That was always going to be the case. They weren't going to have every single Pokemon in new Pokemon Snap because the graphics just wouldn't have looked as good as they did if that was the case. But also, I think it would have been quite a bit of controversy if new Pokemon Snap had every single Pokemon and then the mainline series games didn't. So yeah, never in a million years did I think all 800 odd Pokemon were going to be in this Pokemon game, but I think the amount that we got was a very good compromise, and I'm really happy with that number. I definitely think they did a really good job with it. Coming up next is another positive about new Pokemon Snap are all of the different area levels that we got. Not only was it night and day, but you could also get level 1, 2, and 3 on all of the different areas, which was really cool. Like I say, just makes the replayability of these games even longer. And as well as that, the cool aspect of it was that every time you went into a new level, new Pokemon appeared, different actions happened, because obviously the Pokemon got more comfortable around you. And so because that was the case, they would run up to you, they wouldn't run away, you could take better photos of them and obviously get more points and get better photos for your photo decks of certain Pokemon. Just like the first level, for example, with Pichu and Grookey, they are sprinting away from you on level 1, but then when you get to the highest level, they come up to you and they just have a great time with you, have a little party with you. It's great, absolutely love it. So yeah, again, just added more to the game, and I just like the fact that it wasn't the exact same level, them all doing the exact same thing every single time you went into it, because even the same level areas, Pokemon would do different things. So yeah, cannot fault that at all. Really, really cool from New Pokemon Snap. Coming up next, as the last positive that I wanted to go over for today's video for New Pokemon Snap, are the legendary Pokemon that we got to see in the game, and how you obviously discovered them as well. Some of them being very, very difficult, like Suicune, and then Lugia as well, and then obviously some were very easy, like Jirachi and Mew and stuff. But at the end of the day, it was really cool to see all of these legendary and mythical Pokemon being available to take a picture of during your playthrough of New Pokemon Snap. And they picked some really good ones as well. I'm glad Mew was in the game. Bit of a shout out to the original. Unfortunately, the legendary birds didn't make the cut, but instead we did get Ho-Oh and Lugia, and obviously we got Jirachi and Manaphy and a bunch of really cool mythicals and legendary Pokemon. So yeah, really happy to see all of those mythical creatures in New Pokemon Snap. So with that being said, now I thought I would move on to the negatives of New Pokemon Snap. Again, there's a lot more positives that I could have gone over, but they were the ones that just came to my head straight away and that I wanted to talk about, and the ones that I thought were the most relevant to just the points that I wanted to make and stuff. But for the negatives, the first negative that I'm gonna go over, and is the question that was asked millions of times in my streams when playing this game, was why there was no shiny Pokemon in New Pokemon Snap. Honestly, I don't think it would have been that difficult to do and incorporate into the game, and I think it would have made a lot more sense to have them in as well. You're literally taking a photo of a Pokemon and trying to get the most points as possible for that Pokemon, and so if it was a shiny, it would just give you more points. I get that's all down to like RNG and stuff, whether you find one, but at the same time, I don't think it was too much of a difficult ask to have shiny Pokemon in the game. I definitely think they missed out on a big opportunity, and that is just one of the negatives I do have about it. Obviously, they weren't in the original game or anything like that, but I just feel like they could have done it in this game, and obviously it did disappoint a lot of people. Like I said, a lot of people asked me about it when I was playing it, and yeah, unfortunately, there was just no shiny Pokemon in New Pokemon Snap, which, again, unlucky, but it is what it is. The next negative that I wanted to go over for today's video is that to just get some of the Pokemon to appear is a little bit ridiculous. Like, some of them are impossible to do without a guide. Like, I don't even know how you find some of these out. Like, for instance, one time you have to literally like hit Pokemon A with an apple, and then that will run off to find Pokemon B, and then you have to do something with that Pokemon, which then does something with Pokemon A, and then Pokemon C appears and you gotta do something with that. That's just to find Pokemon D. Like, it's honestly ridiculous, some of the things you have to get to. It's honestly just trial and error and just trying to do every single thing possible whilst you're on a timer as well. It's not like you can just stop and look around and do everything then. You're constantly moving, and obviously if you go past the part you want to, you know, focus on, you have to restart or just go all the way through. Yeah, I feel like a couple of the Pokemon are a little bit too difficult, but I guess it adds more playability to the game and stuff. But yeah, some of them are just a little bit too crazy to try and take a photo of. Finishing things off though, as another negative for New Pokemon Snap that I did want to go over, is it just simply some of the research tasks were a little bit silly. Again, it's kind of similar to what we just went over with the whole trying to find certain Pokemon in certain situations. It was relatively similar, some of those research tasks. Honestly, some of them are just so difficult. Yeah, and they just kept popping up as well. You'd complete one and another like 4 or 5 would pop up and be like, I'm never going to get through these. So yeah, I've definitely got a lot of research tasks to get through, but again, I know it adds more to the game, but yeah, some of them are just really crazy. But with that, it does wrap up today's video. My final rating of New Pokemon Snap, as you can probably guess from the amount of positives outweighing the negatives, I'd probably give this game like an 8 out of a 10. I feel like DLC is definitely on the horizon as well. It's just feels like one of those games that could easily add a new area with more Pokemon and stuff, so I wouldn't say no to that happening at all. I would love DLC for this game, and like I said, I think it definitely could happen. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment. What are your thoughts on New Pokemon Snap? Did you enjoy it? Is it not really your game? Or you decided to buy it now after watching gameplay of it and stuff? Let me know, and subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. That's everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Until next time, peace.